Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is $3 Theater, and I'm not going to lie. I love this article. I love that this is happening. I've been a big fan of what Zack Snyder has done for the DCEU since I saw Man of Steel in 2013. I first thought it was going to suck. I ended up really loving it. It was in my top 5 films of that year. Batman v Superman, theatrical was garbage, but the director's cut, I felt really beefed up the second and third act. Third act still had problems, but it was still a much better movie. And I really wanted to see how he was going to complete out that trilogy with Justice League. I've always wanted to see the Snyder Cut, but unfortunately, there were some problems, there were some tragedies, and it just ended up being a real mixed bag of stuff here that didn't ultimately fare well, and the movie fell short of its billion-dollar, aspirations and settled for about $654 million worldwide. But with the purchase of Time Warner from AT&T, now fans are pushing to the new boss to try to get them to change a couple things up, saying here that DC fans are hounding AT&T on social media to release the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League. And I just have to say, hashtag release the Snyder Cut. You fuckers are brilliant and keep up the good work. Now it says here, there are those who believe that Justice League was a disaster, a doomed production, that not even 2 major Hollywood directors, first Zack Snyder, then Joss Whedon, could salvage, and that there were those who believe that Buried Beneath the Direct is a masterpiece, and that before Snyder departed the project and was placed with Whedon, who again, according to these people, screwed it all up, everything was going fine. They believe that somewhere there's a full version of the Zack Snyder cut of the movie, and that Warner Brothers is refusing to release, possibly just to piss them off, and they will not rest until they see it. Now, look, here's the thing. Clearly, that's a bit of a hyperbolic opening statement. There is some truth there. The Zack Snyder with his daughter dying and then him leaving the project, and then Whedon coming in and rewriting and reshooting it as a way to make it more lighthearted. You have the CEO of Warner Brothers that put a stringent 2-hour runtime on it, so it does feel like there's a lot that's missing. The movie itself was kind of a Frankenstein creation, and that did impact it negatively. But fans do believe that there is, in fact, a masterpiece out there, what Zack Snyder, his original vision was, which goes to show you that there's fans over 5 years, or 6 years now, that have really kind of come in to the property. They've really liked what he's done with it. I myself am one of those fans, and I fully admit that. Now, but they're still working on it, trying to get it out there. It says their latest target to pressure is AT&T, the media conglomerate that is in the process of a merger with Time Warner, who owns Warner Brothers. Now, some of the more passionate Snyder Cut acolytes have taken to hitting up AT&T on Twitter and requesting they release the very much never finished Snyder Cut, and at least got one response here from AT&T Care saying, "Hey Chris, thanks for your feedback. We're always looking to expand. We're here to help you." Now granted, that's probably just a basic response on Twitter. But it's something. It's something. It's a thing. It's definitely something. But a lot of people out there are kind of jumping onto this one right now. So it says here, hopefully these fans are not actually ravenous, but things could get really messy. Meanwhile, a DC movie storyboard artist continued to fan the flames for believers out there by tweeting that Snyder shot and edited the entire movie, and even if he did not finish the film and left before many visual effects shots could be completed. And I do think that he did. I do think that it was there. Because the rumors have kind of come a couple different ways off this one. You have the rumor that that they shot the movie, that they edited the movie, that it was basically unwatchable is one of the arguments, right? I've heard that argument. Then you've also got the argument that they went to, they wanted to do reshoots, they wanted to bring in somebody else, kind of maybe a la like Tony Gilroy with Rogue One, and they went to a couple different writers. And Joss Whedon was the best pick out of like people like Seth Grahame-Smith, who, let's face it, can't write a screenplay to save his damn life. So I'm glad it went to Joss Whedon. I think he tried, but I think he was under a lot of corporate pushing. I think he was on a lot of corporate control, and I think that might have stifled him a little bit. He also really tried mixing the genres there. But here's the deal. Here's the thing. Warner Brothers, AT&T, whatever, man. You want to appease these people. You want to make them go away. You want to reboot the DCEU, which is what you're attempting to do anyway. And I think people out there are going to be okay with that. Ultimately, if you want to do any of those things and you want to nip this in the bud, just give them Just compile the work print edition, release a Justice League Ultimate cut or Ultimate edition that has the theatrical cut, that has the behind the scenes stuff, and then has the work print of Snyder's vision, right? Complete with incomplete scenes. And give us the work print. And then people will go, okay, cool. That's what it could have been. Nice. And then they'll probably end up, for the most part, going away. Okay, I can't quite say that with a straight face because we all know that's not really going to happen. They're going to freak out, lose their shit, and demand that more things happen like that. Or Zack Snyder comes back to get his true trilogy. And that could happen one day. We never really know. Snyder is very much loyal to Warner Brothers. Warner's used to be real loyal to its people. It still probably is with Zack Snyder in terms of keeping him around and everything else. But they clearly went another direction with this franchise, with everything. And that's unfortunately where we find ourselves. So to the fans that are pushing this on Twitter, shit, keep going. Keep going, in my opinion. Just keep doing it. Keep doing you. Keep doing your thing. And hopefully we'll get some answer out of this at some point in time. At this point, I just want to see it. I just want to see it happen. I want to see the fans get vindication. I want to see some of the movie blogs that have been attacking them and criticizing them for the better part of a year now. It feels like, get more mad because those people are just hateful sons of bitches. So that's my thoughts, at least. What are yours on this one? Let me know in the comments below. My name is Matt Jarbo. This is $3 Theater. If you haven't already, please thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, and check back often for more content from me. In fact, if you want to watch more content from me, you can do so right now.